it's almost time to put the garden to bed. We're going to be making a lot of noise. So gardening and landscaping expert Carson Arthur joins us with his favorite preps. And you brought in a piece of equipment that I'm like, okay, this is a game changer for me because I've been doing lots of pruning at my mom's place.
All about the toys, absolutely.
Okay, let's show them what this thing can do.
All right, you want to try that first?
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So, okay, wait. Here's a bigger piece. Go there.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Do it again. Look at that.
That is amazing.
Isn't that fantastic?
And it doesn't hurt my wrist.
That's the key. All right, so this is the time of year where everybody's out pruning and looking after the trees and stuff. You can cut lots of stuff. But there are some things we should be pruning and some things we shouldn't. Apparently this bush is getting pruned today.
So, a lot.
Yeah, that's okay. So at this time of year, we want to be pruning things like deciduous trees, our maple trees, any of the oak trees. We want to be pruning those. They can handle it. But we're going to avoid things like this is a piece of a peach tree. We don't want to prune this.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. If you prune fruit trees at this time of year, you're going to end up with suckers. So it's better to prune these later in the season.
Okay.
The other thing to remember, and you sort of hit the nail on the head right there, how big of a piece of wood should you be, tongue twister on that. How big of a piece of wood should you be using your hand pruners for? Now the right answer is no bigger than the size of your thumb. Okay? Yep. Okay. Everybody's got a different size of thumb.
Thicker than that.
So lots of people will say, oh, I can cut bigger, and they kind of get in there and they really reef on it.
You do have a bigger thumb than I do.
Absolutely. But here's the thing. That's where people are starting to see injuries in their hands. All the over pruning, the really reefing on the bigger branches. Yeah. It's possible, but it's better for your health not to do it. That's where you're starting to see things like this coming into the marketplace.
Is this brand new? Like, I've never seen one of these.
Yeah, this is brand new. So Craftsman just came out with this beautiful pruner. It is fantastic. So I had it out in the garden, and I was doing pruning. I made 250 cuts on one battery. It just went on, and what's beautiful is the battery's interchangeable, so you can put it in all your other tools. Okay. So, as a pro tip, if you've got a lot of pruning to do this fall, go with the power tools. Make it easier for yourself, and it's recyclable, which is nice down the road too.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about leaf drop.
Leaves.
Yeah, leaves. Everybody wants to know about the leaves in the garden and how to look after it and how to make it as easy as possible. If you've got good, healthy leaves from your maple trees, from your beech trees, by all means keep it. But if you've got things like this, which is black tar spot, and you can see the black forming on that leaf right there, that is actually a fungal disease. So we do not want to compost diseased leaves. We want the diseased leaves to get bagged up, or if you're in an area where you can drop at the end of your road, do that. If you're lucky enough to be able to burn them, that's great, because these spores overwinter. They live in the ground at the base of the trees. So it will just infect the tree again? Just keeps coming right back up. So we want to make sure we're dealing with it properly. And if you go online these days, everything's about, leaf drop and being smart with conserving energy and letting this organically feed. Absolutely true. Yeah. But if it's infected, that's where diseases keep going. So be smart about the leaves that you drop. Keep them in the garden for the beneficial pollinators, but only the healthy leaves. Take out all the disease stuff. Okay. Keep them on the grass too, because that's what the healthy ones. That's what I did last year. It was just like we would cut the grass over it with the leaves and just kind of let them. Perfect. Yeah, and that's the right way to do it. If the leaves start piling up on the lawn and they start to overlap like this, they create a mat that chokes off the grass beneath. But if you turn your mower onto the mulching setting, chop it all up, or even better, get out your leaf blower, blow it into the flower beds, because that's the spot where you can do the best health for the plants, but also for those beneficial pollinators. Okay, what about fertilizers? Fertilizer. At this time of year, everybody's like, what should I be fertilizing? I don't use nitrogen in the fall. So fertilizer, when you're pulling one up, and I'm going to grab this guy here, this is blood meal. Blood meal has a high first number. It's full of a ton of nitrogen. That is great for leafy greens. But we're going into fall, we want all the greenery to kind of go to sleep. So you can see it there. I'll turn that angle a bit. There we go. See that 12 first number? There we go. There we go. Perfect. Down a little. Oh, it's the down. See that 12? I'm a television professional. So that nitrogen, that's really great for spring, not for fall. I'm going to switch out the container here. I'm going to give you maybe that one. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that's good. So this is bone meal. So bone meal is all about the high middle number. This is what you should be using at this time of year. Whether it's in your lawn or in your flower beds, bone meal is fantastic because bone meal encourages more blooms. So this is what you want, but it also develops roots. And roots in the fall are key for the lawn, for your plants, for your trees. So bone meal, high middle number, that's what you should be focusing on for fertilizer. Okay. We have 20 seconds left. 20 seconds, the only other thing. How should you trim your grass? If we're talking about fungal infections, get your string trimmer out, cut the grass down, keep it nice and short, because that's where all the disease is. All right. Thank you for my new favorite tool.